Next up is Sneaky Pete Season 3. This season to me is about survival. It's like everybody seems to be surviving or trying to get over past something. And it's like doing what you have to do to get out of any situation that you're in, as Marius has done since like the beginning, I think, like seasons 1 and 2. And it's kind of like implicit in like the theme of the show, right? The whole con artist thing. It's like you do one con to get out of something, and then that leads you to another con that then has like a few sub-cons they have to do just to pull off that con because of unexpected situations that come up and stuff like that. So there's definitely more of that from the perspective of Marius's character, played by Giovanni Ribisi. But now Julia has to do the same thing as well, just to stay out of prison, because she let someone on bail go and run away to Canada, and they found out about that, and she was letting her go because she was like pregnant, and she was like fleeing some like bad situation that I don't remember exactly from season 2, but it caught up with her, and there's a chance that she could go to prison and obviously lose her kids to her estranged ex-husband, who happens to be her lawyer, at least until she could afford her own, because, you know, he is a lawyer, although he doesn't really practice like that type of law, supposedly. Carly is trying to track down her mom, which she thinks is alive. So Lila actually surviving the accident is another survival, you know, in line with the whole survival theme. Lila is the mother of Julia and Carly and Taylor that supposedly died in a bad car accident many years ago. But Carly, for some reason, believed that she was alive and well, and she just like survived that accident but ran away and left them all behind. So she like went to California and tried to track her down, and met her great grandfather that supposedly has seen her and also co-signed the story that she's alive. And then it turns into Carly and Audrey, which is her grandmother, which is like the rock of the family. Audrey hesitantly helping Carly, but really she just wants Carly to go back home because she doesn't believe Lila's alive. But then she starts believing that Lila's alive, and then a few of the episodes just turn into like a whole bunch of the family trying to track down Lila. Long story short, winds up being Pete's mom that was pretending to be Lila, or at least that's how it seemed. And what else? Taylor having to try to survive and stay a cop because he was suspended, and they want him to actually quit being on the force. Marius had to survive all of his ex-girlfriend's sabotage. His ex-girlfriend Lizzie is a big character in this season's show, and is like the quintessential manipulative psycho ex-girlfriend. So there's a lot of this survival stuff going on. What else was dope from this season? Jeff Ross is in it, which is really cool. I like Jeff Ross. He's a comic. You guys have heard me speak about him in the past. Now, there was a really cool character in this called T.H. Vignetti. He's a very interesting character, especially the way he was played by someone named Ricky Jay. And I didn't know anything about Ricky Jay, but he was a musician. I'm sorry, a magician, like magic guy, author and actor. And he actually died during the taping of this season. And there's actually a really cool like tribute piece to him within like the season, like the season extras or whatever, like the bonus features that you can check out. And I actually featured Ricky Jay in one of my video of his in one of my newsletters, because supposedly he was like such a dope magician. I like looked up some like tricks that he's done, like card tricks and stuff like that, and it was really cool. Like one of them was dope enough for me to want to feature it as a video of the week in the Spun Today Midday Monday boost letter, which by the way is absolutely free, and you can subscribe to it anytime at spuntoday.com/subscribe. So he wound up, he was a dope character this season, and he wound up dying during the taping of the season, and the writers had to adjust like the storyline because of it. So that was an interesting factoid. Now the bad news is that the season is not being renewed, or the series rather is not being renewed for a fourth season, which I do not understand why. I mean, I know just because I like it doesn't mean it should stay on the air, but it would be nice. But it is surprising because I've always heard like positive things about it. Like I hadn't heard anything negative. I think it has like a really high score on Rotten Tomatoes. It's created by Bryan Cranston, which is like anything that he's behind is obviously dope. Or maybe not obviously, but you definitely give him the benefit of the doubt, right? Has a great cast, really good acting. And yeah, it was announced that it's not being renewed. Even though I have heard, but only in like one article, like buzz about them reconsidering, and by them I mean Amazon reconsidering creating a fourth season. But you know, if they don't, it did end kind of, you know, it had like a satisfying, like a graceful ending. But it does leave, within the world that was built by the show, it does leave a lot unanswered. Things like what's up with Maris's brother, what's up with Lizzie, Maris's psycho ex-girlfriend. They usually dive into the water at the end, like trying to chase these diamonds. But it doesn't show her like drowning or anything. Obviously like the chemistry between Maris and Julia, like what's up there now that Julia knows that Maris is not her cousin Pete. The family doesn't know that Marius is not Pete. And is that ever going to be like satisfied? Or is that just going to be like a unknown known type of thing? And also the real Pete, what's up with him? He's just going to stay like a fugitive on the run, go back to prison. You know, I got questions and I would like to have them answered. At least one more season I think would be good. 4 seasons is dope for a show. But if not, it was a very good body of work with 3 seasons. So yeah, it's my take on season 3 of Sneaky Pete. Hopefully not the last, but probably seems like it is.